Pittsburgh Steelers have been on a Category 4 naughty list for the last 11 days. Today, they were absolutely manhandled by the Kansas City Chiefs, 29-10. Let's get into the other two losses. They're on a 3-game losing skid right now. And it all comes down to one thing. Russell Wilson is not the answer. He's not the future. He's not the answer. Knock it off already. I made a video before any of this went downhill saying, don't believe the Russell Wilson hype. I like Russell. It's nothing personal, but he's not the answer. The answer is Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is the answer to the Pittsburgh Steelers' problems. He's on a 1-year deal. It's time. The Pittsburgh Steelers have more cap space than any NFL team. At the end of the season, it's time to say goodbye to Russell Wilson. Goodbye. Nice doing business with you. You're a good guy. It's over. They need to outbid, the Pittsburgh Steelers need to outbid every single team for Sam Darnold. If the Pittsburgh Steelers give Russell Wilson big time money to be the future, and that's who Mike Tomlin rolls into next season with, if Mike Tomlin signs off, that's his guy, meaning Russell Wilson. That's who he wants to go into the future with and give big money to. Then at the end of the next year, if it goes bad, he needs to be fired. Russell Wilson is not the answer. I can't say any more. He doesn't have the arm strength. The ability's not there. I mean, you've seen what happened the last 3 weeks. The Steelers go down by 7-10. He can't come back in the game. I don't want to hear about turnovers and all the other nonsense that you're going to hear. He doesn't have the arm strength like Sam Darnold. If you watch that Sam Darnold throw that ball, he can throw that ball 70 yards, no problem, down the field. He's a first-round pick. He started his career with the Jets, one of the worst organizations in all of NFL football, the New York Jets. He didn't get a fair shake. You know he didn't get a fair shake. It's time to bring Sam Darnold home. He is the answer. He is what the Pittsburgh Steelers need. Let's look at the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at all the quarterbacks going into the playoff picture. Chiefs, obviously, they got a better quarterback than the Steelers. The Bills, obviously, their quarterback is better. The Ravens, we all know who has a better quarterback. The Texans, we definitely know he is better than Russell Wilson. The Chargers have a better quarterback than Russell Wilson. The Broncos, with a rookie in Bo Nix, have a better quarterback than Russell Wilson. On the bubble, the Colts, give it like a 50-50, but from an upside potential, I might have to go with the Colts quarterback, Anthony Richardson, sorry. I'd probably go with Anthony Richardson. I know I definitely take Tui over him too, meaning Russell Wilson. The Bengals are we joking right now? Of course, Joe Burrow, probably the best quarterback in the game on one of the worst teams. So every single AFC team going into the playoff picture right now has a better quarterback than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Every team. It's not even close. Not even close. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the worst quarterback in the AFC right now going into the playoffs. I'm not going to get into the NFC because it's just too much. Right? We've given up 90 points in the last 3 games. The Steelers defense has given up 90 points in the last 3 games. Let that sink in. How much have we averaged in scoring? 13 points per game. 13 points a game the Pittsburgh Steelers are averaging in the last 3 games. I don't want to hear about the shorts 3 games in 11 days. Everybody else had to deal with it. So do the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ridiculous. Absolutely. It's a level 4 naughty list for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've been on the naughty list for the last 11 days. So they come out against the Eagles, get smashed 27-13, December 15th. Baltimore absolutely demolishes them. Derrick Henry ran all over the Pittsburgh Steelers defense like a bunch of Pop Warner kids. Ran for, 200 yards? Final score 34-17. Today they got trounced by the Chiefs 29-10. And the last game of the season, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to play the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'm telling you now, they're going to lose. Am I surprised the Steelers lost the last 3 games? Absolutely not. I thought for sure they were going to lose to the Eagles. I thought they'd probably lose to the Ravens. And even if they won, they'd come in so beat up today with the Chiefs, they'd get smoked. So, pretty much exactly what I thought happened. But here, there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger climax to this. So they lost 3 games in a row. They're going to play the Bengals their last game. They're going to lose. You mark my words, they're losing. They're going to get into the first round, not the first round of the playoffs. They're going to play 1 playoff game and be done. They're going to go on a 5-game losing streak to end the year. Excuse me. No, that's correct. 5 games. Boom, done. It's right off a cliff. Boom, done, finished. Steelers season over. If the Pittsburgh Steelers go into next year and give Russell Wilson big money, everybody who signs off on that deal, when it goes bad, and it's gonna go bad, needs to be fired. Anybody who thinks that Russell Wilson is the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers, after watching these last couple, I don't want to hear about George Pickens. George Pickens was on the field today. He was nothing special. You know, you can get in his mind, rough him up. You can take him out of the game mentally. He had some decent catches. Don't want to hear about the absence of George Pickens. I want to talk about the arm strength of Russell Wilson. And there is no arm strength. It's not there. He doesn't have the legs anymore to pump the ball downfield. Forget the fumbles. Forget all of that. Watch my video on Don't Believe the Russell Wilson Hype. You know, today was exactly what I expected. So it's no surprise how bad the Steelers play. And one last thing. When you play the Chiefs, every person on the planet knows. A 6th grader knows. An average football fan knows. A cheerleader knows. Everybody knows that Patrick Mahomes' first look and first target is Travis Kelce. There's not a person on the planet that doesn't know that. So, if I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers going into this game versus the Chiefs, guess who is not beating me? Guess who's not going to catch 2 touchdown passes or just have his way with the defense? Travis Kelce. And if that means that I have to man him the entire game with Minkah Fitzpatrick, and if Minkah can't do the job by himself, and we have somebody else double team bracket coverage the entire game, Travis Kelce is not beating us. Somebody else is going to have to step up to beat us. That's the way I'm going to make it if I'm Mike Tomlin. But what did Travis Kelce do today? Well, came off the line of scrimmage, went about 6 yards up, did this little, he does like a thing where he's trying to make himself look short and squats down in his zone. They throw him the football. He takes off. Whether it's a little bit, whether the route's farther down the field or shorter, he's scored. He's running all over the place. Absolutely manhandled the Steelers defense. You think the Steelers would say to themselves going in today, we're tired, we're banged up. We're not going to allow Patrick Mahomes, number one target, Travis Kelce, to beat us and run wild. I'm going to wrap it up with that. Sorry this video took too long to get out. I've been sick since the Philadelphia Eagles game. No excuses, but I haven't been making my regular slotted videos for the week, so I decided to wrap them all in at once. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the worst quarterback if you look at all the AFC teams in the playoff picture, the Pittsburgh Steelers have the worst quarterback. He is not the answer. Sam Darnold is the answer. Merry Christmas.